this piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. Walking in Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Lights go out and I can't be saved. Tides that I tried to swim against brought me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and plead, singing, come out of things unsaid. Shouldn't I pull off my head? And a trouble that can't be named. A tiger's waiting to be tamed, singing, confusion never stops. Closing walls and ticking clocks. Gonna come back and take you home. I could not stop the tune now, no. Singing, come out upon my seas. Curse missed opportunities. Am I a part of the cure, or am I part of the disease? Singing,
so inspirational. This Clocks by Coldplay actually originated from a late piano riff inspired by the band Muse. Okay, initially sidelined, their manager Phil Harvey persuaded the band to actually finish it. And hey, came along Chris Martin right here in your best mix of music, 98.4 Capital FM, hanging out with Miano and DJ, and of course the man himself, the guru Gordo. He says, always say it properly. Speaking about everything and the third flow, talking about my whole career, and of course we ended up somehow on radio. I'll give it up all to the legendary, the radio boss lady, Samoina Kumijino. Threw me onto the fuse, and I joined a lovely lady, as hard-headed as I am. When Joe Longhour, I'll give all the credit to that lovely lady, legendary. When Joe and I did radio together for about 3 years, man, when Joe, absolute legend. It was quite a ride, and then I got into Johnny Walker. Ended up going to Abu Dhabi twice, Baku once, and the Formula One road was quite interesting. What else did I do then? Actually, yes, and then when Jira then she left, she went to pursue herself, and then actually, you know what? The other side of my career, I'll tell you about when I was by myself in studio alongside Dr. DJ CK. But before that, we've got to pay some bills and listen to a bit of Dennis Lloyd. Never mind, my love. Back to school imefika. Uniforms, books, fees, stationery. Mambo ni mengi. But usiende na pressure.
This back to school season, Equity iko hapa kukusaidia. Lipa school fees, shop for school essentials, send money, and manage your payments with absolute ease. Need a financial boost? You can access easy loan of up to 3 million shillings. Just dial *247*6# or use Equity mobile app or your Equitel line and get a loan instantly. Back to school bila pressure na Equity. Equity, your partner for every step of the way.
Best mix of music, 98.4 Capital FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, just before we get back onto the airwaves, someone has just come into the studio, okay, that also shaped my life. Alex Isaboke. Where do I start?
Joe Miano.
On the sports desk. I was talking about my career, and actually where I started, Alex, was on the sports desk when Chris Gruby put me in. And remember the one and only Chico Lawi. I will never forget. Yes, and you laugh because that man threw me into the deep end.
Yeah.
Him and
Mutiri
Mutwata.
Yeah.
And of course, Alex Isaboke. I sat next to Alex for about, majority of my career.
Yeah.
And Alex is a sports guru, should I say that. And I remember when I joined, you guys hated covering golf.
Yes, definitely. First of all, Joe,
Yes.
nice to see you.
Thank you
I
so
said
much.
that I must come and say hi to Joe. He's my guy.
Yes.
That's where you started.
Yes.
And I remember when CK brought you
Yes.
to the desk, I
Yeah.
was like, I met him playing golf. So he said that he loves sports.
Yeah.
Can you just teach him and
Sort him
see
out.
what you can give him and do?
Yes.
And that's how Joe Miano started his career. And look where you are.
Yeah.
I remember my highlight
Yes.
is taking you to the Gor Mahia match at the City Stadium. And you first experienced the tear gas.
Listen, I was the bougiest guy, and thank you, Alex. That was my first time.
Yeah.
Watu wa mutaa.
Watu wa mtaa. So Miano is bougie, and then I'm taking him to City Stadium.
Yeah.
And then there's this Gor Mahia match. He's seeing these guys, but funny thing, you loved it. You
I
loved
loved
the
it.
vibe.
I was part of it.
When are we going for the next match?
Yeah.
Because I remember there was chaos even entering the stadium itself outside
And I
there.
still
Guys
put
wanted
through.
to enter without tickets.
Let me tell you,
Yeah,
covering
so-
football in Kenya is not a joke.
Exactly. And that's how you ended Joe Miano being on air, reading the sports news, which actually we enjoyed.
Yes.
And also went to Nyama. You remember all faces?
Oh my gosh. Warface and Laban's there.
And Laban.
there. You know what?
Laban.
Actually, can I read? I'm going to do the sports news at 12:30.
You should.
Okay?
Yes.
So you'll throw the script at that, and that's actually where I started. And Alex Isaboke, I really appreciate you. Honestly, you know, when you talk about the day ones, this is one of the day ones. Alex Isaboke, Laban, the wall faces is what we were called. Nice to see you, but we've got
Nice
to
to
go
see
back onto the ones and twos. The guru. I'm actually going to, it's so emotional because, you know, you remember all the memories, all the lovely people that actually shaped your career, made you who you are, and that's one of them. So, next song goes out to the one and only Alex Isaboke, who is the head of sports now, and he's traveled the world. I think, where are you off to next, Alex?
Should be next year. We have the World Championships in Beijing.
Okay. What are we doing with AFCON? Actually, I'm going to get back onto that. There's a lot of controversy around that. But we're going to go back into the ones and twos. DJ Guru, what do you have for me?
Educated
There we go.
with money. He's well dressed, not funny, and not much to say in most conversations. But he'll put the bill in all situations, 'cause he pays for everything. Girls don't like boys, girls like cars and money. Boys will laugh at girls when they're not funny. Paper or plastic, don't matter, she'll have it. Vacations and shopping sprees, these are a few of her favorite things. She'll get what she wants if she's willing to please. His type of girl always comes with a fee. Here now there's nothing for free. Girls don't like boys, girls like cars and money. Boys will laugh at girls when they're not funny. And these girls like these boys, like these boys, like these girls. The girls with the bodies like boys with Ferraris. Girls don't like boys, girls like cars. dark tonight. A little bit weaker than you used to be. Broadway's dark tonight. See the young man sitting in the old man's bar, waiting for his turn to die. The cowboy kills the rock star, and Friday night's gone too far. The dim light hides the years on all the faded girls. Forgotten but not gone. You drink it off your mind. You talk about the world like it's someplace that should be. You see you love to run home, but you know you ain't got one, 'cause you're living in a world that's your best forgotten around here. Broadway is dark tonight. A little bit weaker than you used to be. Broadway is dark tonight. See the young man sitting in the old man's bar, waiting for his turn to die. You choke down all your anger, forget your only son. You pray to statues when you're sober up.
Oh man, all the memories, all the good times. The groove, you've got to stop this, son. You've got to stop this. Playing all the tunes that we all grew up to. It doesn't get any better than this right here in your best mix of music, 98.4 Capital FM. We are back on the airwaves, hanging out with Miano and DJ after a 6-year hiatus. And I've seen that, all the comments there. Someone's just commented there. Blue label on me tonight. Yes, I was a Johnny Walker brand ambassador. Always will be. Still walking. And of course, this weekend we are at the Patrons Cup. Got to mention it. Celebrating the third president of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Mwai Kibaki Emilio. And the Patron Cup is going on through at Muthaiga Golf Club, sorry. And that is 5 different trophies, 15 teams that go and participate throughout the weekend. It's kind of a little bit of a Ryder Cup format. And wishing all the best, of course, to my home club, Carrion Country Club, and all the best to all that are playing throughout the weekend. And to the gents there that are all waving. So we've got like a kind of see-through studio here, which is really cool. I never actually presented here. But more importantly, back onto Capital at 30. And people are always asking, what about that bit with Miano and Dr. DJ CK? Well, I'll tell you what. Dr. DJ CK was very interesting. He used to pop into studio once a week and do his thing. But I'll tell you what, he was very decisive. Dr. DJ CK always said, Miano, be precise, do it. Don't question yourself, because I brought you here and I believe in you. Never question what you're doing if you're sure about it and you've got a sober mind behind it. And I'll tell you what, I'll always celebrate that. To the legendary Dr. DJ CK, DJ Guru, do you have a song for me to play for him? The legendary Linkin Park. Get off your seat, son.
Loneliness, a little bit of disregard, handful of complaints, but I can't help the fact that everyone can see these scars. I am what I want you to want, what I want you to feel, but it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just believe this is real. So let go, watching you turn your back like you always do, face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here 'cause you're all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't take this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. A little bit insecure, a little unconfident, 'cause you don't understand to do what I can, but sometimes I don't make sense. I am what you never want to say, but I've never had a doubt. It's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you for once just to hear me out. So let go, watching you turn your back like you always do, face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here 'cause you're all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. think about it, can't stop thinking about it. How much longer will it take to cure this? Just to cure it, cause I can't ignore it. If it's love, love makes me wanna turn around and face me, but I don't know nothing about love. Come on, turn a little faster. Come on, the world will follow after. Come on, because everybody's after love. So I said I'm a snowball running down into the spring that's coming. All this love melting under blue skies, belting out sunlight, shimmering love. Well, baby, I surrender to the strawberry ice cream, never ever ender. All this love, well, I didn't mean to do it, but there's no escaping your love. These lines of lightning mean we're never alone, never alone. No, come on, move a little closer. Come on, I wanna hear you whisper. Come on, settle down inside my love. Come on, jump a little higher. Come on, if you feel a little lighter. Come on, we were once upon a time in love. We're accidentally in love. Accidentally in love. Accidentally in love. I was down at the New Amsterdam, staring at this yellow-haired girl. Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation with a black-haired flamenco dancer. You know she dances while his father plays guitar. She's sudden and beautiful, and we all want something beautiful. Man, I wish I was beautiful. So come dance the silence down through the morning. Sha la 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 la, yeah. Yeah. Cut up, Maria. Show me some of them Spanish dances and pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones. Believe in me, help me believe in anything, cause I wanna be someone who believes. Yeah, Mr. Jones and me tell each other fairy tales, and we stare through beautiful women. She's looking at you, oh no, she's looking at me, smiling in the bright lights coming through his stereo. When everybody loves you, you could never be lonely. While I'm gonna paint my picture, paint myself in blue, red, black, and gray. All of the beautiful colors are very, very meaningful. Yeah, well, you know gray is my favorite color. I felt so symbolic yesterday. If I knew Picasso, I would buy myself a gray guitar and play Mr. Jones and me.
It is Mr. Jones right here on your best mix of music, 98.4 Capital FM. A very, very good afternoon to you. If you have just joined us, it is The Fuse. Finally, back once again with ill behavior. And of course, alongside me is that man, the guru. We are celebrating Capital at 30, and I'll tell you what, we've got to just give so many shout outs. Listen, back when it was, and we are now the third floor, okay, core anthems, 30th anniversary from 1996. Guys, I was 5 years old actually, not even in school yet, till 2026, 30 years to this date. We do remember all the legends that have been part of it. Dr. DJ CK's vision was to highlight leadership transform Capital FM from a pioneer radio station into a high-octane multimedia brand powerhouse. We were the first to fuse corporate credibility with high-energy urban entertainment. Wow. What a time it was. And of course, general disruptors. Capital FM actually brought rock, jazz, neo soul, house, and redefined R&B to mainstream Kenya airwaves. Can I ask you a question? Yunia Munga, do you remember a man called Rick Dees? Can I tell you the funniest story, ladies and gentlemen? So I thought Rick Dees was actually present, okay, and part and parcel of the radio station. So the first time I actually came to do my Saturday music and sports, I thought he was in studio. And I came so early, okay, because I walked into here and there was no one there. So in my disbelief, I looked around and Chico and of course Magbu had such an endless laugh, and we're like, I mean, surely, young man, really, you thought this was a reality? But to the legendary Yunia Munga, are you ready for it?
Tell me.
Top of the hour.
Alright.
It is news with the lovely Yunia Munga. Good afternoon, top of the hour, right here on your best mix of music.
The best mix of music. Capital FM.
Capital News Beat.
Kenya's presidential jet completes year-long overhaul. Court upholds contribution-based sharing of matrimonial property, and Trump wants to be friends with Kim, but South Korea could pay the price. Good afternoon.
Capital News Beat.
Kenya's presidential jet has completed an extensive year-long maintenance program in the Netherlands, emerging from the overhaul with upgraded interior and aircraft systems, including a new satellite communications capability. Focus Services Group, the Dutch aviation company that carried out the work, said it recently completed an extensive hangar visit for the Kenya Air Force's Focus 70 registration KAF 308, better known as Harambee 1, which serves as the country's official presidential aircraft. Focus Services Group described KAF 308 as one of the last ones built and delivered, and praised the Kenya Air Force for maintaining the Focus 70 exceptionally well over its 3 decades of service. The overhaul included installation of the Gogo Galileo FDX in-flight connectivity system powered by Eutelsat, OneWeb's low Earth orbit satellite network. The aircraft has since returned to Kenya and resumed operational flights, with flight tracking data showing KAF 308 operating several domestic sectors between Nairobi, Eldoret, Mombasa, and Malindi this week. DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua has arrived in Emurua Dikir constituency in Narok County. According to footage on his social media account, Gachagua flew to the area and then proceeded to pay his respects at the grave of the late Johanna Ngeno. The former DP is currently holding a meeting with the late Ngeno's mother and community elders. The visit comes after DCP's Vincent Rotich secured more than 10,000 votes in the May 14th Emurua Dikir by-election, despite losing to UDA's David Keter. Gachagua yesterday raised the alarm over what he described as plans to disrupt his visit to Emurua Dikir constituency in Narok County.
Mimi nataka kwenda huko kwa Wakalenjin kesho. Emurua Dikir wamenialika huko. Huyu Kasongo na Murkomen wananitisha ati nisikanyange huko. Nataka mniombee. Utaniombea? Ndio nikienda kwa Wakalenjin niende na nirudi, mniweke kwa maombi. Lakini hatuogopi, hatutishwi. Hawa Wakalenjin wameniambia kuja, tutakulinda, usiogope. So mimi kesho nitakuwa pahali naitwa Emurua Dikir.
The Court of Appeal has reaffirmed that spouses are not automatically entitled to an equal share of matrimonial property simply because the property was acquired during marriage, holding that the contribution of matrimonial assets must be guided by the parties' respective contributions. The decision, delivered on the 31st of July 2026, arose from a dispute between a divorced couple over 4 properties acquired during their marriage. The Court of Appeal upheld the distribution ordered by the High Court, under which the former husband was awarded a 20-acre piece of land at Avenue Park and Tree Lane properties, while the former wife received 80%. The Kabondo Kowidi property was divided equally at 50-50. The decision underscores an important principle in matrimonial property disputes: the fact that property was acquired during marriage does not by itself entitle each spouse to an equal share. The court must consider the contribution established by the evidence, whether direct or indirect. direct. Moving on to international news, South Korea's annual military exercises with the U.S. came to an abrupt end today. All-Chief Freedom Shield, which involves 18,000 South Korean troops and 11 other American ally nations, is being halted with only half of the scheduled program complete, days after U.S. President Donald Trump announced he had ordered the Pentagon to substantially reduce the drill. This revelation by Trump, who called the exercise inappropriate and hostile towards North Korea and costly to the U.S., caught his allies by surprise. For more these and other stories, log on to capitalfm.africa. That's Capital Newsbeat. I'm Unia Amunga. You're up to date at 5 minutes past midday.
Capital Newsbeat.
Of music, Capital FM.
One more kiss could be the best thing. One more lie could be the worst. And all these thoughts are never resting. And you're not something I deserve. In my head there's only you now. This world falls on me. In this world there's real and make-believe, and this seems real to me. And you love me but you don't know who I am. I'm torn between this life I lead and where I stand. And you love me, but you don't know who I am. So let me go, let me go. I dream ahead to what I hope for, and I turn my back on loving you. How can this love be a good thing? Not know what I'm going through. In my head there's only you now, and this world falls on me. And in this world there's real and make-believe, and this seems real to me. And you love me but you don't know who I am. I'm torn between this life I lead and where I stand. And you love me but you don't know who I am. So let me go, just let me go. Let me go. And no matter how hard I try, I can't escape these things inside. I know, when all the pieces fall apart, you will be the only one who knows. Who knows? You love me, but you don't know who I am. I'm torn between this life I lead and where I stand. And you love me, but you don't know who I am. So let me go, just let me go. You love me, but you don't. You love me, but you don't. You love me, but you don't know who I am. You love me, but you don't. You love me, but you don't. You love me, but you don't.
Well, I saw fireworks from the freeway, and behind closed eyes I can't make them go away. Cause you were born on the 4th of July. Freedom ring, well, something on the surface it stinks. I see something on the surface, well, it kinda makes me nervous. Who say that you deserve this, and what kind of God would serve this? We will cure this dirty old disease. Well, if you got the poison, I've got the remedy. The remedy is the experience. This is a dangerous liaison. I says the comedy is that it's serious. This is a strange enough new play on words. I said the tragedy is how you're gonna spend the rest of your nights with the light on. So shine the light on all of your friends. Well, it all amounts to nothing in the end. I won't worry my life away. I won't worry my life away. Well, I heard two men talking on the radio in a crossfire kind of new reality show, uncovering the ways to plan the next big attack. Well, they were counting down the ways to stab the brother and to be right back after this. The unavoidable kiss with a minty fresh death breath that should outlast this catastrophe. Dance with me, cause if you got the poison, I've got the remedy. The remedy is the experience. This is a dangerous liaison. I says the comedy is that it's serious. This is a strange enough new play on words. I said the tragedy is how you're gonna spend the rest of your nights with the light on. So shine the light on all of your friends when it all amounts to nothing in the end. I won't worry my life away. I won't worry my life away. When I fall in love, I take my time. There's no need to hurry when I'm making up my mind. You can turn off the sun, but I'm still gonna shine. And I'll tell you why. Because the remedy is the experience. This is a dangerous liaison. I says the comedy is that it's serious. This is a strange enough new play on words. I said the tragedy is how you're gonna spend the rest of your nights with the light on. So shine the light on all of your friends when it all amounts to nothing in the end. Cause I won't worry my life away.
Somewhere there's speaking, it's already coming in. Oh, and it's rising at the back of your mind. You never could get in unless you were fed it. Now you're here and you don't know why. But under skin knees and the skid marks, past the places where you used to learn. You howl and listen, and wait for the echoes of angels who won't return. He's everything you want, he's everything you need, he's everything inside of you that you wish you could be. He says all the right things at exactly the right time, but when you don't know
right here in your best mix of music, 98.4 Campbell FM. I really can't get enough of the love. Thank you so much. For all of you that are tuned in, it goes so far, even a doctor in theatre is tuned in. Listen, and I don't do this by myself, because over the 30 years that we've been here, it's not one team party, it is all of us, all the presenters, the news anchors, the DJs, everyone in the newsroom, and all the way to one of the most important people, Esther, the lady that served us tea. I'll tell you, without her, we never used to make it, because that breakfast show was never good enough without Esther's tea. Right here in your best mix of music, 98.4 Capital FM, 15:15, the top of the hour. Still with me in studio is the man that's playing all this music, the guru. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Just how nostalgic it is, taking us back onto the oldies goldies.
This is such an emotional show for me.
It is, it is.
I've done this in over 12 years.
Wow, 12 years.
So some of these songs, I'm hearing them for the second time in, like, God knows, a decade.
Oh, Now let me ask you.
Yes.
And I've just been talking about this on here. I'll say it on here. Would you come to a rock concert or a rock throwback show?
It is actually long overdue.
It is.
I am in. Count me in.
So I'm gonna do this, okay, and I'm gonna throw in a few people here, okay. I want some sponsors. So I'm gonna ask EABL.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask ABSA, okay. I'm gonna ask which insurance company can we throw in there, and then I'm gonna ask Spaso. So I'm gonna get a location, beverage sponsor, a bank sponsor, okay, and M tickets, okay. We're gonna actually do it. Okay, because it's not that hard.
I can give you a date. Actually.
Shall we give what date are we gonna do?
10th
of October.
Could be October.
And I'll tell you why. Listen, because if you grew up and you lived in Nairobi between 2006 and 2016, okay,
yes.
You know Capital FM. Yes. It was the ultimate culture blueprint. We didn't just play music. We brought genres like rock, jazz, neo soul into the mainstream Kenya urban life under the visionary leadership of the late Dr. DJ CK. Okay, expanded into a digital and lifestyle powerhouse, pioneering web streaming. What you're currently seeing us right now. As we celebrate 30 years on the third floor, we want to honor the music, the legendary presenters, and you, the listeners who walked this decade with us. Drop your throwback requests from 2006 to 2016. And Guru, are you going to play that for him?
I will, definitely.
Okay, fantastic. And with that, we are going to get into the business news. And that's all courtesy of Stanbic.
Capital Business News with Stanbic Bank.
In the headlines, Kenyan bankers lend 245 billion shillings to MSMEs in first half, and Japan executes man who killed 5 in pachinko parlor fire. Kenyan banks disbursed 245 billion shillings in new loans to micro, small and medium enterprises in the first half of 2026 as lower interest rates supported demand for credit. Data from the Kenya Bankers Association shows Equity Bank led lending to small businesses with 82.3 billion shillings, followed by Cooperative Bank with 32.4 billion and KCB with 26.4 billion shillings. Family Bank disbursed 21.6 billion, NCBA 17.7 billion shillings, I&M Bank 13.9 billion, ABSA 12.9 billion, Kingdom Bank 7.8 billion shillings, DTB 7.4 billion and National Bank 5.1 billion shillings. The increase in lending came after the Central Bank of Kenya cut the central bank rate from 9% to 8.75% in February to support private sector credit growth while containing inflationary pressures. SBM Bank Kenya has opened its 34th branch in Nanyuki Town, Laikipia County, as it targets businesses and individuals in the region. The new branch is located at Big Place Building in Nanyuki and will serve customers in Laikipia's tourism, agriculture, real estate, and SME sectors. The lender plans to tap into the region's conservancy economy, including Olpajeta, Lewa, Borana, and Lois Saba, as well as high-end tourism lodges, flower and horticulture exporters, the British Army Training Unit Kenya, SMEs, real estate developers, and agribusinesses in Nanyuki and Timau. Bartesh Shah, the CEO of SBM Bank Kenya, says Nanyuki presents a high-growth opportunity given its strategic location.
Hello, members. I have 3 communications to make. 2 I'll make.
Japan has executed a man who killed 5 people in a gaming parlor fire in 2009, making this the first time in more than a year that the country has enacted the death sentence. Sunao Takami had doused the Pachinko gaming parlor near his home in Osaka with gasoline and set it alight, killing 4 customers and 1 employee. A 6-member jury and a panel of 3 judges rejected the defense's argument that Takami was mentally ill at the time of the crime and sentenced him to hang in 2011. Japan and the United States are the only G7 countries that still impose capital punishment, with death row prisoners in Japan typically being notified of their hanging just a few hours in advance. For more on these and other stories, log on to capitalfm.africa. More business news at 2:15. I'm Unia Amunga.
Growth happens one step at a time. Whether you're pursuing personal goals, growing your business, or planning for the future, Stanbic Bank is with you every step of the way. Keep growing with Stanbic Bank. Visit the nearest Stanbic branch or stanbicbank.co.ke and keep growing with Stanbic Bank.
Capital Classified.
Exciting news for families in Kiambu. Nova Pioneer Tattoo City International is now registered Cambridge International School, offering global recognized education from preschool to high school. September 2026 to 2027 admission are now open. Choose between the Cambridge International and the CBE pathway, designed to help every child discover their strength and thrive. With alumni in over 100 universities worldwide and over $10 million in scholarships, the future starts here. Nova Pioneer, helping every child find their Nova.
Capital Classified.
Looking for another reason to visit Westgate Shopping Mall? Collect your free Westgate vehicle sticker every time you visit. Display it on your car and you could be randomly spotted and rewarded with exciting prizes from Westgate and participating partners. Winners' announcement will happen on Capital FM and Westgate digital platforms. Visit Westgate Shopping Mall today and join the game that will stick all. Westgate Shopping Mall, rewarding loyalty every day.
Capital Classified.
2006 to 2016, the decade that changed everything. When radio became a lifestyle, digital streaming went live, and urban culture found its true home.
Very happy to be here. It's great to see this kind of event here in Nairobi.
From legendary festival stages and game-changing events,
you get to have a mixture of everybody,
to iconic voices and non-stop hits that set the pace for the entire generation.
Their music is freaking awesome, like the music of it.
As we celebrate 30 years on the third floor, 98.4 Capital FM takes you back to Phase 2, the Culture Shapers. Relive the golden decade. The music, the memories, the movements. Capital FM at 30, still shaping the culture. 98.4 Capital FM, the best mix of music. Three decades of continuous hits, breaking the hottest tracks and setting the pace for the city. 98.4 Capital FM. 30 years of non-stop energy. 3 eras of iconic sound. One flow, moving straight into the future. Hashtag Third Flow.
The best mix of music. Capital FM.
I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is that I can't do much, and my scars remind me that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to fail. I'm drunk and I'm feeling down, and I just wanna be alone. I'm pissed 'cause you came around. Why don't you just go home? 'Cause I channeled all your pain, and I can't help you fix yourself. You're making me insane. All I can say is I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut, and my weakness is that I can't do much, and the scars remind us that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel. I tried to help you once, against my own advice. I saw you going down, but you never realized that you're drowning in the water. So I offered you my hand. Compassion's in my nature. Tonight is our last stand. I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut, and my weakness is that I can't do much, and our scars remind us that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel. I'm drunk and I'm feeling down, and I just wanna be alone. You shouldn't ever come around. Why don't you just go home? 'Cause you're drowning in the water, and I tried to grab your hand. I left my heart open, but you didn't understand. But you didn't understand. Go fix yourself. I can't help you fix yourself, but at least I could say I tried. I'm sorry, but I gotta move on with my own life. I can't help you fix yourself, but at least I could say I tried. I'm sorry, but I gotta move on with my own life. I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut, and my weakness is that I care too much. And the scars remind us that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel. I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut, and my weakness is that I care too much. And the scars remind us that the past is real. Circling your head, contemplating everything you ever said. Now I see the truth, I got it down. A different motive in your eyes, and now I'm out. See you later. I see your fantasy. You wanna make it a reality, baby. Go see inside of our heads, yeah. Well, now that's over. I see your motives inside, decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is now, and you belong. I can't give everything away.
Right here, back once again with the ill behavior. It is your best mix of music, 98.4 Capital FM. A very good afternoon to you if you've just tuned in. 1:15, and I've got to give more shout outs. Shout out to my Nairobi Polo chairman, Simon Mushene. Polo has been a very massive part of my life in the recent times, and I'll tell you all about that. But with me in studio, okay, two men that shaped my career. Should I say that, gentlemen?
Yes, Jomiano.
Would you say that?
At golf, polo, golf, Gor Mahia FC fan.
Yes,
and,
of course.
Harambee Stars.
Harambee Stars.
You remember when you went to cover the elections?
Yes.
And the men in black appeared from nowhere in the forest.
Let me tell you, I'm so glad
that the reign of Sam Nyamwea.
Listen, I'm so glad someone can speak about this, Alex, because everyone thinks I'm just some bougie guy, and that is, I have been to the trenches. The first time I ate tear gas. Yes. Watu wa muta. And I was fighting for my life. Fighting. Crying there, just pouring water, and it didn't work. But listen, also in studio with us is Laban, an FC Leopards fan, Man United fan. So these two gentlemen, we used to call ourselves wall facers. And Laban, you took us for lunch once, and at that time I had never gone past Tomboya. Correct? It was my first time experiencing that many humans. Okay, like it was shock. You know, anyone that's been to town, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So you know, after Kenyatta Avenue, then you have Moi Avenue, then after Tomboya, the sheer number of humans is insane. What was that place that you took me, Laban?
It was towards tea room. I remember it was towards
tea room. Yeah. You see now, guys. You see, people are lost, huh? Yeah. The listeners have no idea where that is. But it was.
How much did we spend?
We spent.
And we ate.
And how many were we? We were six. I think it was everyone in the newsroom.
Wakabi,
James Wakabi, the legendary.
Mutiri Mutuota,
of course.
Myself, Laban Onambisi.
Who else was there on the far side? I thought there was someone on the far side. I can't remember.
Was going there?
No, Jane Goin had already left, I think. Yes. But what a time, and gentlemen, I really appreciate you. But listen, we've got to talk about it just before we get into the headlines. Laban's going to hate it. But Arsenal reigning champions of the Premier League. We've just won the Community Shield. Alex Isuboke, I want your predictions for the season.
Wonderful. So the season is starting tonight.
Yes.
Arsenal, the defending champions, starting their title defense against newly promoted side Newbies Coventry, of course being managed by a Premier League winner, that is Frank Lampard. But that one doesn't deter the mighty Arsenal to go all the way. As I said on the Saturday Music and Sports Show, in fact we're inviting you on the Saturday Music and Sports Show, which Joe Miano also anchored.
Yes, I did for a couple of years.
Yeah, so for tonight, 3-0.
Done.
First half will be 2-0.
Like Mbachi says, done.
The league is starting tonight. If you're in fantasy football, please make sure that you have like three Arsenal players. Please don't miss.
Laban,
and going ahead to defend the title. Not only defending the title, Miano, Champions League for the first time this season.
That's us. Yeah. Double. Laban, anything to say there? United. Where do you generally? Where do you guys think you're going to finish up the season?
I think we have a shout at the title.
That's
Why
crazy.
not?
That's crazy.
Yeah, we do.
You do?
For real.
Okay, now gents.
Carrick ball.
Listen, I'm going to read the sports news where I really started. I'm going to give it a shout. Let's see how this goes. We're going to try play the bet. And Laban, you're going to help me there with Burley. So let's have a go at the sports news.
Capital Sports Update, where sports is taken seriously.
Well, a very good afternoon, Miano Mashiri. Kenya Police Bullets head coach Rama Vega has set his sights on clinching a ticket to his year's CAF Women's Champions League. The Premier League champions head to Rwanda for the regional qualifiers. The Virgio says their objective is to win the sole ticket.
I think this is the time and I feel we are ready. Tuende na turudi na kitu. So tumejiandalia vizuri na nikidhani ndio kitu polisi na miss na ndio tunataka kupambana tukuje nayo. Group ni ngumu, tunaheshimu Simba, tunaheshimu Top Girls, lakini tunataka kupambana na Mungu atatusaidia.
The qualifiers begin today through to the 31st of this month. Elsewhere, the national women's volleyball team have intensified their training for the African Nation Championships, even as they wait for the government to clear their pending allowances. In a statement, Kenya Volleyball Federation Deputy President Paul Bitok said the outstanding allowances will be paid to players' individual accounts, although he warned that this could take some time. Marquee Strikers had earlier in the week staged a go-slow over the delay in setting their dues as well as lack of paying kids. In news making international headlines, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta says the Gunners will not relax their feet on the pedal despite winning the Premier League last season. Arteta says he is hungrier than ever for more success this season, beginning with tonight's match against Coventry.
I feel good, different, hopefully better. More excited than ever, hungrier than ever, and I cannot wait to start the Premier League at home in front of our supporters and have a great performance and win the match.
The Gunners welcome the newly promoted Premier League side at the Emirates Stadium from 10 p.m. tonight. Elsewhere, Manchester City have accepted a humongous offer from Tottenham Hotspur for Brazilian winger Savinho. The deal is projected to rise up to £85 million, with the North Londoners now expected to land a player they have admired for close to 2 seasons. Savinho joined City from Spanish side Granollers, but struggled to make an impact under Pep Guardiola. And that's your Capital FM report, spoken and read by Miano Mashiri. Good afternoon.
Capital Sports Update. Up-to-the-minute sports, where sports is taken seriously.
Steam my Amanda just when you're enjoying your favorite show? No stress. With KCB, you can now pay your KPLC bills or buy KPLC tokens directly from your KCB account using the KCB app or by simply dialing *522#. No extra transfers, no moving money around. Just select bills and utilities, choose KPLC prepaid or postpaid, enter your details and pay. Lipia KPLC bills or tokens directly from your KCB account. Download the KCB app today or dial *522#. For more information, tune into the boys on Friday from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. KCB Bank, for people, for better. Regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya.
And gents, just before you go, Laban.
Yeah.
Final remarks. I mean, you guys really it was emotional even having you in studio. Bench setters, but the banter never stops. Laban had just finished and said you have a shout for the title.
Yes.
Finishing first, like above Arsenal.
You know, here's the thing. You always have to start thinking that you will be number one.
Yes.
I was watching a podcast Shelley Fraser Price was doing.
Yes.
And one of the things that she said is you have to visualize you will win.
Exactly.
Don't start the race thinking I'm going to.
You can't be pessimistic. Be optimistic. I like
will
that.
win. Yes, gold is mine.
Okay.
So yes.
Number one.
Yes.
Alexis Aboke?
I doubt if number one will be for Laban's side.
Yes.
No, you visualize.
Let me visualize.
What's the answer?
Mine already visualized. As Ateta said, Joe Miano, that it's a new season,
yes.
New year, and of course he went won the Premier League. There's no doubt that he can only go better, and better is meaning that you can win the league even without like five matches before towards the end of the season. But the main thing Joe Miano this season is the UEFA Champions League, something that Arsenal has never won.
It's us.
He will deliver that one. I think it will be good for Arsenal.
Fantastic. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me in studio. And to all the music that we're going to play, I'm going to allow the legendary, the guru, the rock doctor, Gordo, to take us away into the oldies goldies. Right here on your best mix of music, 98.4 Capital FM, hanging out with Miano and DJ on the Friday Fuse.
How the hell do we wind up like this? And why weren't we able to see the signs that we missed? And try to turn the tables. I wish you'd unclench your fists and unpack your suitcase. Lately there's been too much of this, but don't think it's too late. Nothing's wrong, just as long as you know that someday I will. Someday, somehow, gonna make it alright, but not right now. I know you're wondering where. Only one who knows that. Someday, somehow, gonna make it alright, but not right now. I know you're wondering where. Well, I'd hope that since we're here anyway, we could end up saying things we've always needed to say, so we could end up staying. Now the story's played out like this, just like a paperback novel. Let's rewrite an ending that fits instead of a Hollywood horror. Nothing's wrong, just as long as you know that someday I will. Someday, somehow, gonna make it alright, but not right now. I know you're wondering where. Only one who knows that. Someday, somehow, gonna make it alright, but not right now. I know you're wondering where. Only one who knows that. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's only me and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge and where I walk alone. Read between the lines what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs and know I'm still alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes
It is that man that you can't see on screen, the guru. Hasn't played some of his songs for ages, maybe 12 years back, right here on your best mix of music, 98.4 Capital FM. A very good afternoon to you. If you've just tuned in, we really are reminiscent. 30 years of Capital FM, all the way back from 1996. I was only 5 years old then. You can already tell how old I am. But it is celebrating all the legendary presenters, the news anchors, the DJs. All the way back. I can't believe it. Pigne, Adrian, when you ask the question, where did everyone all start? And remember, we used to say, nothing Chica's else. Nothing Chica's my radio. Now, speaking about, my career and everywhere, so we've got to, was Dr. DJ CK and myself for a while, and then we had this thing called Capital One, and I went to school with a lovely lady called Anne Mara, and I actually stole her from the evening show. I grabbed her along, and we started doing the Fuse together, and after that, we also got Nadia Favory. So we are the three of us to the Fuse for a couple of years, and towards the back end of my career, I always remember it. What a time to be alive. Radio was my life. I actually studied it with something called electronic media in Daystar University. A lot of people don't know that, but that was the good times of life. And then I'll take you through the request hour for the good, the bad, and the ugly, and what life is always is. I will ask a question. Please give me a request. What do you really remember from Capital FM? What was that one song that always said, oh my word, this is so Capital? Was it something Rick Dees played? Was it something Anne played? Was it something Wanjira played? Pinky Gilani? Or was it something Miano and DJ played? Right here on your best mix of music, 98.4 Capital FM. We've got to pay some bills.
Nights are about to get a serious upgrade.
Capital FM presents
The Hype, taking over the airwaves with pure energy, the freshest tracks, and the hottest banter in the city. Hosted by the dynamic duo Nikki Shilingi and Kate Deja. We're bringing the heat, Nairobi.
You already know what time it is.
This is your best mix of music.
Lock it in every Monday to Thursday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Don't just listen to the evening, live it.
The Hype, only on 98.4 Capital FM, the best mix of music.
How far we won't go.
The best mix of music. 98.4 Capital FM.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick aside without a sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for letting you heart was breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down, been to the bottom of every bottle. These five words in my head scream, are we having fun yet? Yeah, 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 no, no. Yeah, 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 no, no. It's not like you didn't know that I said I love you and I swear I still do. And it must have been so bad, 'cause living with me must have damn near killed you. And this is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for having you a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down, been to the bottom of every bottle. These five words in my head scream, are we having fun yet? Yeah, 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 no, no. Yeah. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing, and this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me.
Now I will tell you what I've done for you. 50,000 tears I've cried, screaming, deceiving, and bleeding for you, and you still won't hear me. Don't want your hand this time, I'll save myself. Maybe I'll wake up for one who's